Today we're going to talk about 5 games that you should own as a PC gamer. Number 5, Arma 3. A lot of people are probably wondering right now why I picked Arma 3, and pretty much to answer that question, just look at this game. This game is gorgeous, running in 1080p, and if you have a really good PC, over 60 FPS, this game looks somewhat photorealistic, and in my opinion, it's probably the best looking game on PC at the moment. So if you don't know what this game is, pretty much it is a military simulator. It is pretty much farming simulator, but for the military, and it can sometimes be a bit wonky, but for the most part, it is really realistic, and it looks really good. A lot of people like to talk about how the PC is so much superior and how everything looks better in 1080p 60 FPS. Well, this is a prime example of that. Like I said, this is one of the best looking games on PC, and if you really want to truly experience PC gaming, this is a really good game to do it on because you can really see what the PC is capable of, and you can truly see the big gap between consoles and PCs. Number 4, Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2, made by Valve, of course. The people who made Steam used to be their poster boy for the Steam Workshop. Only in Left 4 Dead can you go around and kill Teletubbies while you hear Hank Hill yell about propane and propane accessories. I originally owned this game on console, and if you've only played Left 4 Dead 2 on console, you are truly missing out. Like I said, there's a lot of interesting mods that you can do, such as the Teletubby mod, the chocolate mod where they yell chocolate every time he runs out, and a lot of other cool and interesting things such as community maps and just really awesome stuff. And also, all the DLC is free on the PC, unlike the console version, and also you get tons of community made maps that you and your friends can play. This game also just pretty much has endless replayability on PC, while on console you're limited to the maps and the DLC maps. This game is a prime example of what modding can do and why it can prolong the life of a game and why it's so important. Left 4 Dead base game is already an amazing game, but just add on to the mods and you have one fantastic product on the PC. It's a shame to see that you couldn't really mod it on consoles or do anything like that, and it felt really limited on the console version. If you've played this on the console and you don't really want to get it on PC, trust me, it is definitely worth the investment. You will have a lot of fun and get a lot of replayability that you didn't get on the console counterpart. Number 3, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a competitive 5v5 FPS shooter and currently the #1 FPS esport, and that is absolutely insane. And the reason this is on the list is because you don't get games like this on console that are this competitive. The only thing that comes close in my mind that I can think of is Call of Duty, and as we all know, Counter-Strike and Call of Duty are completely different games. Yes, Counter-Strike may be on the console, and before I hear it in the comments down below like I did on my other video, Counter-Strike on console is nothing like it is on PC, people. It hasn't been updated since release. 3 years. I repeat, 3 years that game has not been updated on console. But yes, Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a game, a must-have in my opinion. I have over 700 hours, possibly 800 now. It's kind of an addiction at this point. Jesus Christ, I haven't even realized how much time I put into it until just now. But yes, Counter-Strike Global Offensive is an amazing game, and you can sink hundreds, and I mean hundreds of hours into the game. And it is definitely a fun game, and it's definitely really competitive and something that will keep your attention for a very long time. This pretty much shows off the competitive nature of PC gaming and is definitely a must-have. Number 2, League of Legends. So surprisingly enough, I'm not really that big of a fan of League of Legends, but I respect it for what it is. It is currently the #1 played game in the world, and it is free, so you might as well check it out. Pretty much you won't get an experience like this on console. It's a 5v5 competitive game just like CSGO, but this game is an over-the-top MOBA. I guess the closest thing you could say on console that has to League of Legends is that Smite beta, but to me, Smite and League of Legends are two completely different beasts in their own way. This game is currently the #1 esport in the world with millions upon millions upon millions of people playing it every single day. This game is not going to go anywhere anytime soon, and if you enjoy strategy type games or just MOBAs in general, you should definitely give League of Legends a shot if you haven't already. But I'm sure most of you out there either pretty much decided your opinions on the game, whether you hate it or like it, without some guy like me on the internet telling you about it and telling you what it is, because to tell you the truth, you probably already know, and you probably already formed your opinion. But hey, I thought I'd put it on the list. It's a really important game, #1 played game in the world, and it's pretty okay to me. Number 1, Half-Life 2. No shocker here, Half-Life 2 is number 1 on this list, and that is for a plethora of reasons. I'm not the biggest fan of Half-Life 2, I don't think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but it's definitely something you should check out if you have a PC. It's fairly cheap, usually around the $10 to $20 range if you can pick it up on sale, and it is definitely a fun time, and the main reason this is such a game that everyone gets hype about is it was so freaking innovative. This game was innovative for the first-person genre, and it's pretty much just an awesome game with an awesome fan base and awesome lore, and I didn't think I would say awesome that much, but I did, so deal with it. The main reason I bought the game when I got it was for Gary's mod. If you have Half-Life 2, a lot of the skins transfer over to other games such as Counter-Strike Source, I believe, and also Gary's mod. So it's pretty important to have for that very reason. Also, this game is not hard to run at all. It is one of the easiest games you can run because it's so old, and pretty much after you play it, the only downside is you're gonna have a hard time waiting for Half-Life 3 like everyone else, and you'll finally understand our pain. Please, Gabe, and give us Half-Life 3, man, or just ask it for it, or Portal 3, or Left 4 Dead 3. It doesn't matter. As long as it has 3 in the name, I'm fine with it, okay? But yeah, guys, those are just my opinions on the 5 games you should own if you own a PC. Did I miss any games? Tell me in the comments down below. I always like to hear it. And if you like this video, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? And when this video does get 90 likes, we'll be uploading the next one, so be sure to smack that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc. And as always, peace out.
Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, don't fade away.
Look how my mind plays. Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, don't fade away.